All right, what's going on, everybody? It's the Erie Better Beer Bureau back at you with another review. I'm Dave.
Hi, Mark.
And I'm Maury. Today we got one from the Cycle Trademark Dispute series. They released 5 different ones on Monday through Friday a couple weeks back, and this is the coconut one. So it's a coconut barrel-aged Imperial Stout from Cycle out of Florida, and we're going to get into it and we'll let you know what we think. Wow, I definitely get a lot of barrel.
Yeah, I do too. And I get some coconut on it. I think it's a little cold. I think it would jump out a little more.
Yep.
If we
Surprisingly, we've had it sitting out for quite a while, too. Like, it's been sitting out for like 45 minutes.
It's just only 14 degrees outside. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I get some faint coconut in there, but it's mostly barrel, a little bit of like a dark chocolate.
Definitely get some chocolate.
Yeah, I get a lot of whiskey on this thing too.
Yeah.
It's a little boozy. A little bit of coconut, not as much as I was gonna, think it was gonna have. But it's there.
It is there. I got a hunk of it in my glass, but then they did put out a kind of a disclaimer about this specific one that it was going to be real low carbonation, which it is, and have chunks of coconut in it.
I though half expected it to be almost flat, and I do have a little ring sticking around on my glass here, so I mean that's good.
You know, if you give it a swirl though, it almost leaves like a film.
Yeah, from that coconut oil they said they used
on the glass.
Yeah.
There,
Cheers.
There's a little bit more coconut in the taste.
Yeah.
A little bit, but it follows the aroma pretty good too.
Yeah.
There's some chocolate
Exactly.
there.
It's not, there is chocolate. It's not overwhelmingly coconut.
No.
And it's definitely real low carbonation, I would have to say.
Yeah, it is.
But
it has that slick mouth feel from that coconut oil too.
Oh man.
Yeah. Almost oily. Yeah, like it's got that real slick oily mouthfeel. It's pretty thick though. I mean, it's not like thin at all.
Yeah.
But it's not overly sweet like I thought maybe a coconut stout would be.
Right.
That coconut I think is just about right.
Yeah, well, there's no fake, coconut in here. They use the toasted coconut and they use the coconut oil. So they went to go, real on this thing, and
it's a nice roasty stout.
Yeah, it is
though.
actually. The base beer.
The base stout
great.
is awesome, and I'm getting a lot of a decent amount of barrel character, and I'm getting a bunch of whiskey on this. A little bit of coconut, and I get some nice real milk chocolate notes that are really hitting me right.
And I don't know if you guys know this, or the viewers at home, or if you guys know this, but does Cycle use the same base stout for everything across the board? All the nooners, all the pallets, the trademark.
Yeah.
Is it the Doug Original Stout, the Rare DOS? That is the base for every single, or do they do? I don't know the answer to it.
Yeah.
Be interesting to find out.
If you watch it and you know the answer, comment on our YouTube.
Yeah,
I mean, if anybody's in the Florida area or just happens to know that information. So, it's a pretty decent stout, though, overall. I'm liking it.
Yeah, and I expected it to have a thinner mouthfeel because of that barrel character that's coming out in this. A lot of times, big barrel-aged stouts, it will thin out that body.
Yeah.
And this one didn't. This
good.
body is holding up really nice on this.
Okay, so for the coconut variant of the Trademark Dispute barrel-aged stouts, I'm going to go with a 4... Yeah, I'm going to go with a 4 out of 5. It's good. What's saving it, honestly, for me is the mouthfeel and the base beer, because, frankly, I'm not getting much coconut at all. I do get a good amount of whiskey, but overall, I've had a bunch of Cycle stouts, and even compared to some of the weekday stouts, it's just fallen a little short for me. Like I said, for once, on a barrel-aged stout, a mouthfeel is on point, but there's several other things that I feel it's really missing, and carbonation, I know they disclosed that it was going to be low carb and blah, 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 blah. That doesn't give you a free pass for having an uncarbonated beer. And, for all the hype of we added all this coconut, oil and real toasted coconut, I really don't get that much coconut on it. I'm going to go with a 4 out of 5 on this one.
All right, I'm going to bump it up just a little bit. I was going between 4 and 4.25. I think it's just too good to not give it a 4.25. I mean, I agree with a lot of points that Dave said too. The carbonation. I mean, as of now, we let it sit for a few minutes. It's almost non-existent now. But I think that coconut and the little chocolate and a little the bourbon flavor, and even maybe a little woodiness or something from the barrel. They're all nicely balanced through there. And I just think it's a little too good to just give it a 4. So I'm just going to bump it up to a 4.25.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of what these guys both said, but I'm going to agree with Mark's score. I'm going to give it a 4.25 because, quite frankly, I love the flavor of the beer. If it had more coconut and more carbonation, I'd kick it up to a 4.5, honestly. My biggest fault on it is definitely I'm missing that coconut for sure. But like they said, really good flavors, good body on it. And I had the blue Woodford Reserve Rare DOS, and I actually like this better. The flavors are better on this beer, but it is not quite as good as I agree. Some of those weekday series were better than this for sure. But I'm going to give it a 4.25. Till next time, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.